I'm making a meal fit for any family celebration. An Italian wheat pie, which is a traditional cheesecake made with wheat berries. And later, my mother-in-law, Gloria, is stopping by, and I'm starting with dessert. So I'm starting to make my pasta frolla, which is the crust for our wheat pie. Traditionally, we make this for Easter, but it's great for a graduation, for just a get-together. And I added a cup of butter, and I'm adding a cup of granulated sugar. And I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of honey, I'm gonna put a 1/16 of a teaspoon baking powder, 1/16 of a teaspoon baking soda. That looks good? All right. I'm gonna lift this puppy up here, and I'm gonna zest in a lemon. It's gonna be very fragrant and beautiful in there. This is my favorite pie in the world to make. It is so delicious. And I'm putting in about a 1/4 cup of cold water. And it's time to add our flour. And I'm adding all-purpose flour, about 2 cups. Put this down here, lock it up. We're gonna go nice and slow. Let the dough all come together. Break this open. Put a little bit of bench flour down. Beautiful. Put a little bit more bench flour on it. Just gonna kind of like smash it down. Move it over a little. Take a little bit of plastic wrap. It's a little soft right now, but I'm gonna let it set up in the fridge. Wrap this little package up. I'm gonna stick this in the fridge for a little bit. And I got my little wheat berries here, and I cooked them in water, and it cooks together like a porridge almost for about 2.5 hours. And then we put a little salt and butter on it. If you can't get this, you can make just a ricotta pie. So I have 1 pound of beautiful ricotta here, and I got 1 cup of granulated sugar. We're gonna take the zest of a lemon. In Italian baking, we love to zest lemons and oranges. A lot of our bacon recipes have it because it's so natural. It's such a great flavor. This is the secret ingredient. Orange blossom water. It's got like a floral orangey flavor to it. And I'm gonna put about 3 tablespoons. Now we're gonna add 1 pound of the cooked and cooled wheat berries. We're gonna mix this in. I'm gonna add 3 eggs to this, but I'm gonna add them 1 at a time. So I'm gonna add an egg, and I'm gonna mix it. Adding the eggs 1 at a time makes it easier to incorporate everything. Add our 2nd egg. Next thing I'm gonna do is roll out my pie here. So I got my pasta frolla, which I mixed earlier. I'm gonna take my rolling pin. I'm gonna take my pie dough. I'm gonna roll it up on my rolling pin here. I'm gonna just unroll it back on here. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of work the edge like this with my fingers. It's probably what, 1/4 inch thick, something like that. Now I'm gonna take my beautiful filling here. I'm gonna pour that inside. Nice. Next thing I gotta do is roll out my lattice strips. Knead it a little bit. And what you're just doing is rolling it back and forth. And then I'm gonna cut it into strips here. And I'm gonna lattice 5 across. So I'm gonna start with 1 in the middle. Nice and easy, nice and simple. I'm gonna put it in the oven, 400 degrees, for about 45 minutes to an hour. What I did is I let this cook for about an hour. You gotta let it rest. This is about room temperature. Otherwise, it just doesn't taste the same, and you're gonna have a mess. Salute, Ma, let's eat.